Don't act like an adult.
It's wrong to laugh at a man getting abused because they're human.
Man is not going to change your life. We are just the same as a black guy.
I don't care if you're taking care of everything. I don't care if every need is met. Something's gonna come up where she's just not happy.
I was wearing weaves, and I remember the first time he had touched it, and he was just like, "Oh, like I don't understand why you have to wear fake hair. This isn't fake; it's human."
You told me.
You told me
when my head's up.
I'll take my car records right now. Now what?
Dang,
now what?
I'm tired. Back my head.
I'm tired of you.
This.
The biggest thing in the black woman with a white man relationship is peace. That, I think, is the biggest thing when it comes to these relationships, is white men who choose to date black women offer peace.
Wanawake mna moyo, ndo masponsa wenu hawa. Hapana, huwa kuna jetili ila huyu sasa huyu, hii ni staili au ni mbadala wa nywele za mbele kupotea?
This guy here, I have been feeding him like not a husband, but my child, because he never took any responsibility of a husband. Nothing. I buy food for him. I buy clothes for him. I cook for him. I wash utensils. I do everything as a wife. And for him, nothing for return. Only beat him. And I thought he's just too old. I cannot even hit him because he's too old and very sick. So I feel I don't want him to die on my heart. Okay? That's why I don't. Guys, you have been asking me, why don't you hit him? Why don't I beat him? How can I beat somebody like 84 years old? How can I beat him with cancer? With the diabetic? Yeah? With also prostate cancer. How can I beat him? Am I crazy? All I need is the...
You know, the wild thing, she has to understand all of that. He's still a man. He probably will outpower you. Ladies have to understand it's not going to work how you think.
Right.
What is even worse is this. Ladies, this one is for you. So we have thousands of you in our inbox and you're all looking for white men. Well, I'm going to tell you, don't date a white man just for status. A white man is not going to change your life. We are just the same as a black guy. A white man can be broke. A white guy can cheat. A white man can have a wife and pretend he is not married so he can have another girlfriend. So we are exactly the same as the black race. So please do not come in my inbox saying you just want a white guy because you think your life will change just by dating this white guy. It won't. A lot of white guys are broke. A lot of white guys are cheaters. So
Thank you.
This is what I've come on here to say today, to you ladies especially, because a lot of you are in our inbox and your life will not change just by dating a white guy. So thank you, take care, and we are going live in 10 minutes.
You heard it from him himself. Like, it's the same situations as the black community. Of course, you have more white men that are influential, that are affluent, have more money, but this is a big but. There's more of them than us, and there's a lot of white men that are poor. Most white men are poor. Most of the white men you're going to come across are poor, unless you're rich and you're already in those circles. If you're not coming across rich white men. Now, will you find some more responsible? You may, but this is the thing. What you ladies don't realize, you're not paying attention to the responsible black men that are out there. Why do I say this? Because most black men don't cater to the streets or don't have that thug mentality. Most black men have jobs. They're regular people. Most black people are regular people. I don't think every black woman is a Keisha. But since we're talking about Keishas, we're very happy that some of you white guys are taking the Keishas off our hand. What do I mean? Let's show it.
So now I want to for gas for my car. Bitch, don't ever make it feel like that. I'm talking too long. Don't
Act like an adult.
You are.
Ow! See, you just hit me. You told me. You told me you weren't having sex with anyone.
She's 10 pounds. You can push her on the floor. Like, I'm not saying to be abusive to any lady, but this right here, you can't tolerate that. I've had ladies say, you look like you'll punch me in the face. Like, of course, I won't punch you in the face, but I'm happy I look that way, right? You look like they said that, oh, you look like you're a puncher, and I talk like it too. You look like you, well, I'm happy that you see me that way. I'm happy. I'm happy that you look at me like something like a pimp, because that's how I carry my life. But let's play this.
Keep it up.
Obviously.
Keep it up.
Obviously.
Keep it up.
You lied.
Keep it up.
You lied.
You up and you know
me.
that.
You told me
You up and you know that.
$5. We had a conversation. You agreed and you said yes. I will give you the money for you. You said, what do you want the money for? I said I want it for weed and I want it for gas for my car.
Don't ever make it feel like that. I'm talking too long. Don't.
She just beat me in the back of the head.
Did because literally I was minding my business. I was having a good night. You wanted to start on that bull.
Anything, Day. You were the one who made the call to that
Now I'm
dude.
on it. Oh, I made the call.
Or he called you.
I made the call.
He called you. You shouldn't have answered.
I made the call.
You called him back.
Who answered?
You did.
Who?
Not me.
Put it on what?
Dave, my back of my head's up.
I'll check my car records right now. Now what?
Dave,
now what?
My back of my
I'm tired.
Back of my head.
I'm tired of you.
This.
I did nothing but try to love.
Oh yeah.
And you don't do nothing but do like what?
Yeah. You by beating me up and attacking me. It's on the back. It's on the back. This is not okay.
Look, on behalf of the guys from the channel, I want to send a thank you card to Brad here. Also, the condolences, because the way she's acting, pretty soon he's gonna be out of here. Seriously, I'm worried for Brad. I'm worried, man. She does these things all the time. Look at it. April 22nd, May 11th, May 18th, June 24th. It seems like every time her period comes around, she gets unstable. This is no good. Project Keishas need to be left on the side of the road, because a lot of guys that are watching right now are saying no mas. But thank you, Brad. You can have her.
Thank you, everyone.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Take a look at the comments here. Take a look. Hang in there, Brad. Hang in there, Brad. We have a no refund policy. Yes. No takebacks. You took her off our hands. Let me tell you something. I've been in that situation before. One time. Never again. Not one time where it kept happening. Like you didn't see no April 24th, no May 11th, no nothing like that, right? It happened once. I checked it. Never happened again because I completely avoided. Didn't give any calls, nothing. That's not allowed. And I'm sure a lot of men watching wouldn't tolerate that either. Watch this. She's not doing that to a black man. Exactly. And look at her laugh. He's laughing at him because nobody's going for that. Brady, you see, she's basing herself up because she knows you're soft, bro. That's why he said that. She's not doing that to a black man because a black man is not taking that. And he's not going to hit her too. If I hit Keisha weighing what? 80 kilos? Not 80. That's my weight. Weighing 55 kilos, soaking wet, I'm going to jail. And they're going to hold me off singing that song too. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Like, no. Men are not. So men would rather not deal. Seriously. Ladies get you in situations too. Like, oh, I can take it. That's what girls will say to you. It's fine. Hit me. I can take you. Like, what? She would be the girl to say that. That's when you run.
Video of like this middle-aged white man, and like he had this black girlfriend, and she was like beating on him, yelling at him. Sorry, not to laugh, but I was on FaceTime with my cousin while he showed me, and he asked me my thoughts. And like the video I saw, she was talking, and then he sighed and she smacked him. I immediately started laughing, like, I'm sorry. But he was like, why are you laughing? Like, that's not funny. No one should get abused. And maybe because I've seen 2022. I've seen how y'all reacted to the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial. And I could just tell there was something behind the camera. Mind you, the man is 40 something, and the woman was 22. Amber Heard was 23, Johnny Depp was 46. Okay, maybe, but I'm just not gonna believe a woman half your age was abusing you. Like maybe I'm just.
You see?
I just didn't believe it. I don't know. I just knew something was up because there's no way this 20-year-old black woman is beating up this white man for no reason. I'm sorry. Like, in this state of America, like, no way. And the worst thing about that video, there's a bunch of black women in the comments on their hands and knees.
No, this is the thing. What do you mean? I heard that right there. The white man probably checked her. Everybody in a relationship, if they're wrong, need to be checked. The guy said, why did you pick up the phone for the guy? Why are you speaking to your exes? Doesn't matter white, black, green, Shrekian, right? If it's a Shrekian and she's acting like that, no mas. Not good. No bueno.
Looking like a bunch of coons. Oh my God, we're not all like that, white king. We're not all like that. Please pick me next. Are you free next Tuesday? Like, are y'all serious? And then what do you know? She drops a video and he's calling her low educated, from a poor state, talking about black people, all that. Like, as I expected. Like, I was watching that video, I was like, there's no way y'all are in the comments begging for this man. You don't know this man. You don't know what was happening. Like, she's 22. She was 22 and they met in Atlanta. I don't know. I feel like I'm the last person on this earth with common sense these days.
Common sense? No. You believe in womanhood. And as men, we don't. Do you know how many ladies? There's more ladies probably abusing men than there are men abusing ladies nowadays. You abuse a lady, woo, you're going away for good. But ladies, you're not getting the same punishment. I wonder why.
The girls ain't finna like me for what I'm about to say, but y'all gotta calm down, bro. Like, y'all have to calm down. That I know sometimes I gotta remember to stay in my place as a woman, but I've never been the type to be all up in a nigga face like, so what's up? What's up? What we doing? Like, I'm sitting here watching this girl do that to a man, and I'm sure this a man she messing with. Like, women. I feel like, and it's something that I've been wanting to talk about for a little minute anyway. It's just like the level of aggression that comes out when a man don't want your ass is insane. It's insane. It's insane. I can't not speak on it no more. It's insane. I'm watching women get so mad that they coming and busting this nigga windows out, slashing the tires. They come and bust, they get hitting the car windows. If that ain't the most masculine I've seen in my life, I don't know what is. To the point to where y'all giving these men trauma. And I'm not jumping on the men's side. It's men that's doing the same thing. But I'm talking about women right now. And the level of crazy that I've seen these women go to when a man say they don't want to be with them, or they feel that there's another woman in their energy. I done had to be the girl where my man ready to go, and I ain't ready to let him go one time. It only happened to me one time. And and I think, yeah. But I was acting crazy. So I know what they be going through and what they be feeling like. I don't resonate with the ones that's talking about what's up and running up on them and that. No. But was I toxic when I felt like he was trying to leave me? Yes. Was I trying to make him stay and not understanding my worth? Yes. Did I ever do that shit? No. I'm not fighting you to stay. Now I might fight spiritually and mentally and try to, you know, get us on the same page, but I'm not about to be doing all that. And I think that's where, in today's society, men have it misconstrued when you not fighting physically for them and running up on them and popping up at their house, and they think that shit, you don't love them when you're not doing that. They really do. They think that oh, you must don't love me. You ain't doing all that. I ain't doing what the.
That's what the pookies think. Man, they always get the guys that are no good, who wants that. No good man wants a lady that's abusive. He doesn't. Of course he wants a lady that cares. But jealous all the time, it's nutcase. No man wants a nutcase. And you, I can look at your face, I can look at your aura and tell you're still like that. You may not be the same, but the reason why I can tell, because you're overeating. I can see it in your body. I can see it. You're overweight. You look abusive. You're already abusing food. I mean, once you're abusing me, man, I can't say what I want to say. Let's play the video.
The last lady was doing, because I'm not about to be toxic playing with you like that. I'm not doing that. So it's just like, I think it needs to be a real level of, I can only deal with people that have gotten to a real level of self-healing and self-love. Because I swear, when I see these men getting yelled at like that, the type of daddy I came from, I was back. Do you hear me? I ain't trying to say it like that, but I was back. I know better than to be in a nigga face like that. Okay? I know what's the difference between a man and a woman. And I think these women need to understand the difference between a man and a woman too, because it seems like they ask me forgiveness or something.
That sounds more like it.
Like that man can't destroy her ass with his bare hands. Why are you in that man's face yelling like that? And then the ones that don't hit women, I feel even worse for them. That's why I'm not going to say I see why men hit women and I see why men teach men to hit women. I do not believe in that. I do not believe in it. And I will not teach my sons to hit no woman. It's just that they teaching that because it's like, if you don't hit us, try to overpower you. And this bitch gonna be putting her here. She's gonna have you scared. Then you got the women who don't put their hands on you, but they'll be somewhere pulling little stunts, getting right up under you so they can know your deepest, darkest, secrets or your weaknesses, just to use it against your ass. You think you confiding in a woman, or you telling her something, or you showing her your weaknesses, and this bitch is using them. She's waiting until she get mad at you to use them against you. And them is the type of people that it's like men, people, period. I don't know. I ain't gonna say people, period, because I'm talking about men and they tolerance of a toxic black woman, because they exist too. They exist. And I just hate that, like, no. And it wake me up because I have 2 boys, and I'm telling you, I'm already prepared in my mind for what's gonna go down if we get to that.
Yeah, I hope you carry it that way. I'm happy you have 2 boys, so you understand. You care for men somewhat because you care for your sons, and there's men out there going through it. And I say to those men, get out of that situation before it gets worse. Because, sometimes these situations end up life and death, and you don't want that.
Oh, girl. Oh, this is not the take that you think it is. This is... Wow. I'm sure you'll get picked, though. You're telling me it's wrong to laugh at a man getting abused because they're human? Wow. That's the most misogynistic thing I've ever heard. That's setting us back 1,000 years. Like, truly. I'm sure they'll pick you soon. I'm sure they'll pick you soon. That it's okay. Keep Keep praying. You know, women like you are the exact reason why we're never gonna get anywhere. I mean, you're sitting, what, taking a man's side? I mean, what is that? You're a pick-me because there's no way you actually care about this stranger facing domestic violence. Like, he's not gonna pick you. Do you think you're special? Yes, I support women that abuse men. Like, I support abuse as long as the woman is doing it. But, like, the moment that the man does it, no, he deserves to die in prison and rot in the depths of hell. But, like, when a woman is abusive, oh, that's so super slay girly pop. I just love it.
Man, don't say it. Don't say it.
This is something that I've noticed about black women. Not all, of course, because I'm a black woman and I don't think like that. But I kind of find it very disgusting or weird is that we tend to, as black women, overly punish black men for what we deemed as disrespectful or weird towards a black woman. But if a white guy does the exact same thing, if not worse, but he dresses it up a little bit better, kind of has like a player tone to it, and he panders by saying sweet words to her, then is looked at as okay because, for one, he's white. You're projecting your own interracial fantasies onto this guy or interracial couple. Prime example, Love Island, right? And I've spoken on this show before where Taylor, a black guy, hasn't really been honest with Alandria about how he truly felt since day one. But my thing is, what has Taylor done that Nick hasn't done, or Pepe or any other guy has done on the show, in exchange for their own beneficial gain, which is, for this particular show, the 100K prize that is split between the two couples. So because Taylor has been shown saying that he doesn't find Alandria attractive, he doesn't pretty much want to show too much effort in the real world, that would make sense for Taylor to be condemned. But on a damn TV show where we're trying to win some money, technically, is he wrong? Yes, he could have been honest, but it's a TV show. Why would I tell her that I'm not attracted to her when I don't have any other options? I'm going to link up with somebody that's compatible to me on TV so we can both benefit from it. Yes, is he not being honest, but it's not like she's also not, a part of the prize money as well. But because people are projecting their own issues that they've had in real life with black men, to hell with Taylor, and let's, build this whole fantasy of Nick and Alandria that's clearly not genuine. I'm not saying that Nick doesn't find Alandria beautiful or funny or whatever, but again, if he was so into Sierra, who is a non-black woman, why didn't he not leave with Sierra? Why? Because he still wants the money. And then on the flip side, I don't like when we overuse the term phrase, we don't protect black women, when black women was tearing down another black woman who is Clark, again, projecting your own inner hatred by saying that she was making faces and stuff like that. In real life, you do have women that don't like other black women when they feel like they are being overlooked by the man that they want and the guy doesn't want them. So this TV show has really shown me how people view dating in general.
Dated white men in the past. These are some of the things that I've faced and heard in my relationships. One of them, my first white boyfriend always made comments about my hair, especially when I changed it, or maybe it was just like getting it done. I was wearing weaves, and I remember the first time he had touched it, and he was just like, oh. I got really insecure about it, and so I would never let him touch my hair when we were being physical or just anytime. He'd be like, I don't understand why you have to wear fake hair. I was like, this isn't fake, it's human. Real or fake? So another time, he actually invited me to his parents' house, and I was driving from school, and he was about midway to my home, so I always would try to stop to see him. The first time that he invited me with his parents knowing, I came and we were just hanging out in the basement. Like, I was seeing his childhood through the lens of, his parents' home. And we were just hanging out when his parents got home and we came upstairs.
This was really uncomfortable because when we went upstairs, his dad took one look at me and could not look at me for the rest of the night. I had no idea that his dad was racist, but even me just trying to be like, oh, like, do you like this? Or trying to have conversation with him, he would flat out ignore me. This was very uncomfortable. The next day I told him like, hey, I think your dad might be racist. And he was like, yeah, you're right. And I was like, oh, wow, why would you put me in that situation? And he was like, well, I wasn't 100% sure, but I just wanted to see how he would react. So this was also extremely damaging to my security and self because I had this feeling like, oh, this person chose to be with me. But it was more so just testing how much they could gauge the anger that their parent would feel for them rebelling against their wants. After years of us dating, I was always being snuck into his family house, and I would be snuck out before his dad woke up at a certain time. So I would have to drive home super early in the morning before his dad found out. So we dated for like 4 years, and for that first year I had met his parents, and then he kept me a secret for like 3 years. And like the last year before we officially broke up, his parents allowed me to come to Christmas dinner. I sat on the couch with him, and I remember like laying on his shoulder, and I remember feeling his dad's eyes just like burning a hole in my skull. And before Christmas, he was like, Dad, I want to bring my girlfriend to our lake house with our cousins. Like, I want her to meet everyone. And his dad was like, you will not embarrass me like that. So I remember like I had all my stuff packed, and I was like laying in my bed waiting for him to give me the answer. And he calls me and he's like, I'm sorry, like you can't come. And he's like, I'm pulled over on the side of the road because I don't know what to do, if I should just turn around and go home. Like, but it's like he chose to go up north and leave me. So now my other partner was another guy that I met in college. This one was like more covert. I actually remember my ex, the first one I was just telling you guys about, flying to Australia. I was doing a study abroad there. And I knew this guy, the second one, from my class. And we would just text and stuff. And he was trying so hard to take on the role that my boyfriend at the time had. And I was just like, I just want to be friends with you. I just want to be friends with you. And it wasn't until I knew, like, that my first boyfriend was never going to choose. Like, he was never going to pick between me and his family, but I finally was like, okay, like I'm willing to give this other guy a try. Now this other guy was a lot more covert. He actually idolized Black culture. He was obsessed with Tyler the Creator. He loved like all of the fashion and the just a culture vulture. And I was going through such a stressful period because he had convinced me to move to New York with him. And I did. My dad had just bought me a Mercedes to have, and I ended up driving my car to New York. He had convinced me that because I worked in Manhattan and he worked in Brooklyn, that he should be able to drive my car. My dad also gave me like $2,000 that I could have in case of emergency. And he would constantly convince me to use the money that my dad had in savings instead of the money that he made or the money that his parents would give him.
What she witnessed was the privilege that he had. The white privilege, he used it on you. You learned, never go back. You learned your lesson. That's what happens a lot of times when you deal with other cultures. Lesson learned. Will you learn? I don't know.
Women too. Women are out here, so many women are out here like, oh, I don't want to date a broke man. You got to make this amount of money. You got to come with X, Y, and Z. You got to look like this. Men are tired of dating broke women, complaining women, nagging women. They're tired of dating women that don't keep up with their health, don't keep up with their mental, don't keep up with their spirituality. They're not keeping up. They don't even take care of their own children. Y'all, men are tired of it too. It is no longer like it was a point in time where I believe that men were just tolerating anything just so they could say they have a woman. But women, we kept our standards high. We came with a whole book and a whole manual on what we wanted, what we expected, how we wanted you to walk, think, talk, act, what type of father we wanted for the children, what kind of man we wanted, the boyfriend we wanted. We came with instructions on what we wanted him to do outside, in the yard work, inside in the home. Now the tables have turned. And now men are saying, I don't want a woman to walk like a man. I don't want a woman to wear bonnets in public. I don't want a woman to wear pajamas in public. I don't want a woman to be cussing every 5 minutes. I want a woman that is a mother figure, that could actually teach my seeds, teach the children that she already has. Take note. I want a woman that keeps up with herself. I want a woman that works. I want a woman that is also a protector and a provider. And I don't mean like you got to go fight the world for him. That ain't what I'm talking about. But a man wants a woman to come in and protect all that is him. His mind, his emotions, his spirituality, his children, his finances, his well-being, his traumas, his pain. Like, he wants a woman to come in and protect that from him too. See,
expected value from dating or being married or having a girlfriend, especially for a man. The only thing I learned from being in relationships is to not do it. I don't care if it's girlfriend, wife, whatever. It's to never do it. Why? Because women are insatiable. You can't satisfy a woman. I don't care if you're taking care of everything. I don't care if every need is met. Something's gonna come up where she's just not happy or she just get bored. So it don't matter what you do, how you look, how much money you have, how much time you have. She's insatiable. It does not matter what you do. She will get bored. It's just your turn. You got to understand that women have that carousel and that bitch is turning. I don't care if it turns slow and she lasts in relationships for 5-6 years. That carousel is turning. It is just your turn. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how you look, what you provide. She will get bored. She needs you to be making her feel good as much as possible. But as soon as that changes, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, if you're not every day giving that, I don't even care if you're giving her that attention, because she's going to get tired of it. And you can't be you be a good guy. You're going to be, that's boring. You're taking care of everything, like, and you're just a genuinely good person. That's boring. She don't want that. She don't want that. And then she says she don't want the toxic relationship, but that's exciting. It's entertaining. It's exhilarating. She loves that. She loves that. So that carousel starts to turn again once the relationship, 3 to 5 years, 5 to 7 years, over. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that they don't want relationships. They do want them, and they will be awesome in them, or can be. But it's like 1 to 3 years, 3 to 5 years. That's only lasts for so long. It's definitely not forever. So the greatest lesson that I've learned from incredible women that I've dated is to never date anyone, because no relationship has ever been worth it. Definitely for men it's not, but then you find a lot of women who are sharing their reasons why it's just not beneficial for them either. I don't think relationships are beneficial for either person involved, man or woman, not long term. It's a negative expected value experience. It's only a negative expected return. You cannot expect a positive. There's no positive expected value from dating, having a girlfriend, or having a wife. It just isn't, because they're insatiable. Nothing you do is enough.
I talk about it on the Camp album. It's just, again, like, that's just, the fascination. It's not really fascination. I think, like, people think I have a fetish. I don't know, maybe I do, but it really just came from just, I just didn't like the politics that came with, like, dating white or black girls. That was all it is. Like, I just didn't like, having to do, like, because, like, you date, like, a white chick, and they'd be like, oh, you black guy chick, and you're like, okay, and then you date, like, a black chick, it's like, oh, as soon as you just make it, you're gonna break up with her and date a white. And it's like, I don't want to deal with, like, Asian chicks. Like, people are always like, like, they're like, oh, okay, dating an Asian chick, nobody cares. Also, their parents tend to not care if you're successful.
Finding views like finding Asians I hate, but they say I got a fetish, nah, I'm skipping all of it. Black or white girls always come with a set of politics. Her name...
I've been with him since he was doing community theater. I cooked, I cleaned, I've had his back from the very beginning. I've always supported him. Maybe two good people found each other, and I'm a good woman who found a good man.
Bitch, don't even act like you don't know what's going on out here. You got all the advantages in the world to be a good woman. You can afford to invest early
sitting out here with no community theater ass nigga for 8 years and wishing on the goddamn star. There are plenty of good black women, but you don't see Brad Pitt trying to date Shonda Rhimes. No. Type beautiful woman in Google Images, honey. Then you can talk to me.
I just love Devion.
Bitch, I love them too.
So if we're talking about race or race of women, let's go to the Camp album. And I have it broken down because I have nothing but time. He talked about Latino women one time in the song Hold You Down, when he says Will Smith standing next to a Latina woman, when he's referencing, back in the day, you would never see Will Smith with a dark-skinned woman. And the only picture I could find is this one. That's interesting. Inside of the Camp album, he references Asian people, Asian women 10 times. White people, way more. Black people, dramatically more. And I'm not even talking about I'm down with every black girl of every single culture, because I don't know, that could be spread out between each one. So that means the Afro-Latinas would get 2. If we're talking about random girls, yeah, he's randomly just talking about girls. And if we're talking about the song Kids or You See Me, he adds another 4 because of the choruses. So, no, bro, like, this man equally talks about every race equally in this album. Let's move to the next one, except for Hispanic people, but let's move on.
Yeah, the man he can make his own choices, but what's up with those nails? That took me for a loop. My mind shifted off Donald Glover and on to that. But anyway, the man has his own choice. The same thing, the same way I feel about you ladies, right? The only thing is when you try to, because the white man said in the beginning of the video, when you try to pit them over black men, like something's wrong with black men, there's nothing wrong with black men, right? Because you ladies, and we said it all the time, you're choosing the minority. The majority wouldn't deal with you anyway. We can obviously see why. Crazy Keisha, we thank you, Brad, for taking off our hands.
Thank you, boys.
We'll stay over here trying to get some other woman. And also, men are dealing with ladies from other cultures that are Afro-Latina. There's even black people in the Philippines. You can go anywhere and meet a black woman. But still, the Project Keishas, the Crazy Keishas, we're done with.
We have other options.